this
see Big
episode,
U.
I'll be
Let's see
discussing
what
the
Big
murder
U
that
talk
launched
about.
Operation Drawdown. By now, it's widely known that Big U has had the keys to the Rolling 60s,
Oh, God.
who are not only the deepest black gang in LA County, but has spread across the nation and set up large bases in cities like Atlanta, St. Louis, and Baltimore, to name a few. But his reign over this powerhouse gang didn't just happen overnight. Born Eugene Hanley, he grew up the majority of his life on the west side of South Central, near Arlington and Slauson. He would join the Arlington Gangsters, who were led by his cousin Chili Capone. The AGs would eventually emerge and become the Rolling 60s. U built his reputation as an elite fighter, learning martial arts and acquiring a black belt.
Oh, shit.
When the crack era came around,
No.
Big U's focus shifted into making money. In 1991, he was arrested in a sting operation after he and another person attempted to rob someone they assumed to be a drug dealer. After serving 13 years, Big U was released in 2004.
God damn, 13 years.
Post-release, Big U would dive back into the music industry, managing local LA rappers like Sandman the Goose and Nipsey Hussle. On March 19th of 2025, Big U and other alleged members of the Rolling 60s were arrested as a part of a federal investigation. In the RICO charges, Big U is accused of carrying out the 2021 murder of Rayshawn Williams. Rayshawn Anthony Williams was born on January 3rd of 2000. Before he shifted gears and began rapping, he originally aspired to be in the NFL. Big U coached Rayshawn in football since he was young.
Oh, shit.
Rayshawn developed a sense of trust in Big U as someone he could look up to. Rayshawn even lived with Big U for a period while he was in high school, as Rayshawn and Big U's son were good friends. At some point, Big U believed that Rayshawn had wore a chain that belonged to his son without his permission, thus
fuck?
leading to Rayshawn being kicked out. At Crenshaw High, he played wide receiver. Being involved with sports would keep him out of trouble. After high school, his football dreams fizzled out.
You think the sports will keep him out of trouble, but when the fucking coach is the leader of the Crips, goddammit, how he gonna be in trouble? He just getting enrolled in another sport type shit. God
He
damn.
began to fully focus on rapping, as he saw it as an opportunity to get rich. In 2021, Rayshawn had been living in California with his older cousin. At that time, he was under Big U's Unique Music and was working with the music producer on an upcoming project. Through Unique Music, Big U booked Rayshawn's Airbnb and travel accommodations and arranged a trip for Rayshawn to record in Las Vegas. Rayshawn was supposed to make one song per day while he was in Vegas, but he slacked off after he touched down in the city. On January 19th, he didn't show up to the studio for a second time. He told a Big U associate he would double up on the next day. The following day, on January 20th, Rayshawn recorded an unreleased diss song that North Las Vegas police later obtained.
What?
Authorities believe this track is aimed at Big U. Big U was later informed
How
that
the hell you
Rayshawn's
just the dude that booked the session? What the fuck? He booked the session for you. He paid for it. Wow.
as well as him wasting studio time. It's believed that these were main factors that led to the dispute between Big U and Rayshawn. A dispute serious enough that 2 days later, Big U and Sylvester drove from LA to Vegas to confront Rayshawn. Big U and his associate arrived in Vegas on January 23rd. At around 2 a.m. on January 24th, Big U pulled up to Rayshawn's Airbnb and asked him why he did not show up to the studio the day prior. Rayshawn claimed he did not have a ride to the studio. Rayshawn's friend was also present during this encounter. On the night of January 24th, 2021, at 7 p.m., Big U arrives at the studio. At around 9 p.m., Rayshawn arrives at the studio and recorded a song from 11 p.m. until midnight. On January 25th, around 12:37 a.m., Big U left the studio, and the gray sedan that he and Sylvester had driven to the studio was
how
no
the day
longer.
before you made a diss on bro who booked you the studio session because y'all was bad over a chain you was wearing, and then the next day you go to the studio with the dude that you dissed on the song, and then what the fuck type of... But hey, I don't get it. Alright.
At approximately 12:59 a.m.,
That don't even make
Big U's
sense.
phone stopped reporting location data of any kind, with the last data recorded within the vicinity of the studio. At approximately 1:13 a.m., surveillance footage at the Airbnb revealed a gray sedan arriving to the Airbnb. A few minutes later, Rayshawn exited the Airbnb with a suitcase, put the suitcase in the trunk, and got in the gray sedan which departed. The Airbnb was still rented for another day, and Rayshawn's flight wasn't scheduled to leave until the next day. Both of Big U's phones did not begin reporting location data until 2:15 a.m.
So you turned off his
At
location
approximately
for an hour.
2:30 a.m., Big U returned to the studio alone in the gray sedan. He was reportedly drenched in sweat. Big U told security that he just came back from the gym. Rayshawn's
Who
body...
the hell is going to the gym at 1 in the morning? Let's keep... Bro, what the fuck? 1 in the morning? Come on now, bro. That's cap.
It was found hours later.
It was found hours later? Come on now.
Told security that he just came back
Come
from the
on
gym.
now.
Rayshawn's body was found hours later.
Wow.
Dayshawn had been shot multiple times, and his body had been dragged and left in a ditch not far from Interstate
What
15.
the fuck?
Big U's phone location data showed that he departed Vegas to return to LA at approximately 10 a.m. At the crime scene,
Man.
DNA was collected from Rayshawn's ankle area. The DNA profile obtained was not complete. An analysis of Big U's DNA profile was inconclusive, such that he could not be excluded as the contributor of the DNA. A couple days after the homicide, Big U arranges for recording equipment to be removed from the studio, including destruction of surveillance video data that would have shown Rayshawn.
Oh, they got rid of the camera footage
before
too?
the murder. Big U had the security take a walk prior to
2 + 2 = 4. His location went off. He disappeared. Bro, he came back sweating. Bro was unalived. And now he just get rid of the security footage. Come on, gangster. We already know what happened to bro.
Equipment. Investigators believe that the footage from the DVR system would have shown an altercation between Big U and Rayshawn the night of the 24th. Rayshawn's aunt called Big U on January 27th after she learned Rayshawn had been killed. Big U claimed he had not seen or heard from Rayshawn.
Man!
Did not know his whereabouts.
Man!
Rayshawn's aunt told investigators that Big U would call her on a weekly basis prior to the murder. But after that phone call on January 27th, she never again heard from Big U. Throughout the entire investigation, the family members and friends who have been interviewed have pointed to Big U as the person they believe to be responsible for Rayshawn's murder. Within days, multiple people were sending Instagram messages to Big U, demanding answers for what happened to Rayshawn, all of which went without response. North Las Vegas police searched Rayshawn's Instagram. Rayshawn's final Instagram message to Big U was regarding the price of a song and was sent on January 24th at 1:57 p.m. Big U did not respond until January 26, 2021 at 8:14 a.m. Almost 24 hours after Big U left Las Vegas following Rayshawn's murder. In the meantime, the evidence shows Big U had seen Rayshawn at the studio the night of January 24th after Rayshawn had sent the message. And Big U had presumably discussed the price of the song there. Appearing to authorities that Big U sent the Instagram message on January 26th in an attempt to plead ignorance that Rayshawn was murdered and to avoid suspicion from law enforcement of his alleged involvement in the murder. In 2023,
involvement? He did the shit. He did the shit. It's obvious. He probably heard that diss track and it went down. They was arguing and shit. Oh yeah, I got something for you.
Las Vegas police went by Big U's home when he was not there, after leaving a business card and informing his wife that they were following up on the 2-year anniversary of Rayshawn's murder. His wife would lie to police, stating that Big U lived at the 62nd Street house sometimes. In actuality, Big U was there most nights unless he was traveling. Big U's wife then called him off his dad's phone to inform him that police showed up at their house. After the call, Big U did not return home for 2 weeks, something he had not done during the entirety of the surveillance. On February 14th, during a wiretap call, Big U called Martin to meet with him at his auto shop to discuss the police investigation into Rayshawn's murder. Following the call to Martin, Big U immediately placed calls to his associate, abbreviated as DS. DS was the person who reportedly removed the video surveillance from the studio. The first few calls went unanswered. Then Big U told him he needed to meet with him. The following is a transcript of the portion of the conversation. Where you at? At the house, ready to jump in the shower.
Oh, they got paperwork?
Alright, I'm right here at the house. Alright, I gotta pull up on you and how long you gonna be? You ain't about to go nowhere, are you? Nah, okay. I'll just jump in the shower though, just to be ready though. Okay. Alright, for sure.
What the fuck?
Within the last few weeks, a leaked recorded phone call has surfaced, revealing Rayshawn's mother telling WAC 100 about Big U's arrest before it happened.
Oh.
When did the test come back? When did the DNA come back?
Oh, WAC you next.
Back 2 months ago.
And they still ain't arrested the nigga?
Well, they told me between me and you, please, between me and you, don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know.
So you gonna tell them don't tell nobody on a cell phone where they can record? God damn.
They'll be making an arrest the ending of March, the beginning of April.
So he already knew.
Gotcha. I'm gonna sit back and watch the show.
Damn.
Turning himself in, Big U recorded videos denying the accusations.
I'm looking at all these charges on the news. I'm headed back to LA. And then I'm looking at the people they arrested. How you gonna go arrest people that I don't even talk to? That's a built-in liar right there. You know what I mean? So, is that how they gonna work the case?
Does this dude look guilty, y'all? Does he not look goddamn guilty as hell? No disrespect. I hope he ain't guilty, but bro, come on now.
You
come on, man.
Dudes, them was and put them next to me. Them was the dudes you gonna have to call themselves turning against me. Well, ain't no turn against me. I ain't going for that.
He ain't going for it.
You might as well go get 600 and whack. These dudes been saying I did shit all year. So what they doing is they go on the internet and these dudes say that I did shit on the internet. Then when you say I did on the internet, they go investigate it. Right. They raiding my houses, raiding my shops, raiding all this stuff. And talking about I'm committing crimes and covering up with developing option. What crimes am I committing to cover up with developing option? You know what I'm saying? I ain't committed no crimes.
He ain't
covered
committed no
nothing up with
crimes.
developing option.
He ain't do nothing. None at all.
Crazy. But this how they get you. They get one or two people to say something.
That is true though.
Ain't gonna be no real evidence. Ain't gonna be no real nothing. It's gonna be a repeated thug. It's gonna be a bunch of people in jail for a bunch of different crimes that don't have nothing to do with me. They finna lump all of us up and say it's all around the 60s. Watch and see. We just seen it with Thug.
Damn, they hit different though. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
experienced the same thing out here. I knew it was coming. Now
I
they on
mean,
this.
shit, when you get on a podcast and you talk about Quando Rondo and Lil Pab and Lil Tim and what's the other dude? The dude with the dreads. I don't remember his name. Talk about they all unalived them and set it all up. My fault, y'all. My thing just crashed. But like with the dude with the dreads, they was all talking about they was all involved with unaliving Lil Pab and trying to unalive Quando Rondo and shit. Obviously, you had something coming and you went on that interview and then you was talking gangster and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Of course, the feds like, oh yeah, we on his ass. Unless someone cooperated, snitched, you never know. You feel what I'm saying? But they was, you already know they was on you. Shit, bro, tweaking.
All right, man. Just pray for me.
Pray for him, man. Hey, I pray for
And
him.
again,
Just Lord.
how they there with the police, and y'all sitting there following them. Everybody that's a part of them shows, them 100 shows, and all them shows, and y'all need to. Everybody who following them, promoting them, anything. Y'all wrong. Y'all ain't black.
Y'all ain't black.
For our people.
If convicted,
What the
Big U
fuck?
would face a maximum sentence of life in prison.
Who the hell drew that? Hey.
If convicted, Big U would face a maximum sentence of life in prison.
Life in prison?
Thank you guys
Maximum
for watching.
sentence?
Please like, comment, and
They on bro ass, bro. You didn't think that shit was gonna catch up? Come on now, they put just how this dude in this YouTube video put all this evidence together. Imagine what the police did. Like, y'all don't think about shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't know. Let me know what y'all feel about this video, bro. Big U allegedly unalived this artist. I heard he unallegedly was involved unaliving Lil Pab in that Quando Rondo situation. Like, bro, out here, bro, he running shit and he really taking shit down. You feel what I'm saying? He really living like that, bro. OG about to get took down. You feel what I'm saying? I hope he don't. You feel what I'm saying? I wish bro the best. You feel what I'm saying? That shit crazy though. They on his ass.